I'm super excited that part of this new job is getting to know communities in my region and around Colorado and getting to talk about a topic that I love, which is food and agriculture and economic well-being. So on a personal note, my mom's family is from Southern Colorado in Trinidad, and I was fifth generation on our family's ranch before, unfortunately, the ranch was sold in the early 90s. So that part of my family's history and the stories I grew up with about the ranch, not having grown up on the ranch, is a really big driver for me, because I think that I know that these food and agriculture is based around people and families, and they have stories and desires and wants. And so I really want to connect with families in these areas to be a part of theirs, help be a part of their stories and their successes. On a professional note, I did my undergrad at Colorado State University in natural resources management. And from that, I really had this understanding and curiosity to know more about the relationship between the health and viability of our natural resources and how that supports the health and well-being of our agricultural food systems. And so I worked for 2 years full-time on community-supported agriculture farms as a full-time farm laborer. Just wanted to honestly get in the ground, learn how to drive a tractor, learn about what it means to be a farmer, and try and support communities with food and feed people good food, but also be profitable at the same time. That was an amazing experience. And from that, I decided to, instead of pursuing farming, try and support farmers better. And so I went for a master's in agricultural and resource economics. And now I am here at Extension and have a little bit of background in working with my hands and a little background in economics, which hopefully will be super helpful. So my greatest hope at my core is that through these next couple years of working through the expanding rural engagement program, people will feel like they were supported and that this was something they were really glad that CSU created. In terms of the specific hopes I hope to address in the communities I'll be working with, that's hard to answer right now because, for example, the Western region has 16 counties and there's a lot of communities similar and different in those counties. So in general, I would say that some important food systems and economic development concerns that I've heard about just being a community member in this area are helping producers get value-added product out into a market that is profitable. So supporting on the agricultural production side in that way. And then, of course, we have a housing crisis that affects not only food and agriculture, but so many other areas of our community concerns. And, also just mental health. And I know that that may seem like it's not directly related to agriculture and food, but it totally is. And so I'm really excited that we have different disciplines in the Expanding Rural Engagement Initiative, being improved health and accessible education, vibrant communities, and thriving economies, because these are all interconnected. And so the concerns I just listed are not only coming from a food and ag perspective, but to start, I think that in order for me to address and understand first and then address the concerns, I have a lot more listening to do, and I'm really excited to do that. Collaboration, what a great word. But when I think about how collaboration can help solve difficult challenges, what I think about first is trust. So in my mind, in my heart, I really feel like collaboration is not possible without first building trust. And then with a foundation of trust, collaboration is full of opportunities to help solve difficult challenges. So inherently, I think that by working on facilitating conversations that may be difficult, but finding common ground and working together through civil discourse to seek understanding. And if we don't agree, that's okay. Just understand where people are coming from. We can then create that place to grow from with trust first, and then aim towards collaboration in that, okay, now if we trust each other, or at least can understand where one's coming from, let's work together, which is that collaboration piece. And collaboration with transparent conversation, facilitated organization, and again, back to understanding, maybe a little vulnerability. I think that there is a lot that we can do in addressing wicked problems and difficult questions and challenges, and ultimately learn something from each other and hopefully knit back our community together as a diverse network of people and experiences. It is so important to support and listen to rural communities, because just like anywhere else, these places are full of people and families who have hopes and dreams and aspirations and culture and stories to share. And they also have fears and challenges, and they deserve to be heard as well. So it's so important. And in our state, rural communities are such a big part of our histories and cultures and identities. And so supporting these rural voices is only going to help our state overall as one big, beautiful place where all kinds of people live. I'll just finish by saying I'm so excited about this initiative, and I really appreciate CSU recognizing at this point that we for a long time have not been supporting or listening to rural communities in the best way possible. And so what my hopes are for my role are to be a connector and supporter and figure out what amazing work is already going on, elevate that work, bring it to the forefront, and also identify where capacity is needed, and again, connect resources so that we can support in that way too. And I just am really excited that this initiative exists, and really hope to do good work and listen well. And I'm really excited I get to do it in the communities that I love.